The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. They'll run on first down. Pierce. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there out of the running game. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 37 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. There on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, really not much secret there, 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Pierce. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play fake. Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Hall, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 27. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Houston.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On first down, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Pierce. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 60 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try the left side. Pierce, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now a give right side. It's Pierce, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
On 3rd down, it's Pierce. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll run on first down. It's Hall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and they're going to bring him to the ground. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carl Lawson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On second down now, it's Patterson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. open. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
2nd down at 5.
They'll run it here with Pierce. Down to the 25. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Pierce. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
From the 29, Wilson. He completes it to Beckham. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He gets it to Cooks. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mayfield on play action.
That's out to the flag for Gordon.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, game if it's touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Hall. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. The
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Mayfield. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Mayfield to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mayfield.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.